don't even want to do the react. Okay, so I don't know where to start with this. Wait a minute. Yeah, I do. Disney is being very transphobic. Cut 2 episodes out of 2 different shows because they had trans themes in them because of a certain person winning the presidency. F them for that. I watched this through a third party, let's say app. And that allowed me to watch it, which I'm pretty sure they don't get a cut out of. Because, asses. But I did want to watch, I am also wearing this shirt, but I want to say this right now, without Disney being involved, this is a really freaking good show. Like, holy shit, that is good. Like, Styro, one of my commenters, and, so my stream viewer, a lot of stream viewers and stuff like that, he's, I think, my number 1 commenter. Anyways, beside the point. But thank you for that, though. Told me to watch this, because honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna just completely cut Disney off at this point because of that shit that it's been doing. Especially then also like Acolyte got canned, which I liked Acolyte, which also apparently there's like a lot of want for a season 2 now to happen, like from some reports on Twitter, but then who knows about Twitter, whatever. And it's not the point. So apparently there might be, so maybe like, they'll listen. Probably not, but who knows. Of Acolyte, but inside the point, this is, holy shit, is this good. And also, the goddamn balls to be like, after them making so many live action movies, which I want to say this right now, my review of Snow White, I fell asleep. And the thing is, like, I probably will at some point make a video about the Snow White live action movie, but I'll just say this right now, it had some ideas where I'm like, oh, I wonder if this is going to go anywhere, and it freaking does it. I'm like, wow, you could actually done something unique. Instead, you were ass. Okay. But out of all these live action movies that they're coming out with and all this shit, they make live action Treasure Planet into Star Wars. And that's kind of goddamn hilarious. Like, really, the one live-action title, it probably would make a shit ton of money, and people would actually want to see it in live action. And you make it in... Okay, fine, whatever. But they also make it in the Star Wars, Goonies, Stranger Things. You can't tell from this, but, like, every opening cutscene where it shows skeleton crew, it's like in like the flat white, and it looks like if you just made it red, it'd be Stranger Things. Like, that's what it looks like. And it's the kids on bicycles kind of thing. It's literally like you have it's the kids on bicycles, the 80s kids on bicycles. You have Wim, you have KB, you have Neil. I'm surprised I remember these names. Aaron. Who are the four? Wim is a badass. Wim is a badass. I like Wim. He's cool. I like him. If that kid ever sees this video, you're like, holy shit, he did it well. Freaking best character. Here's the thing. Okay, so let's first talk about Neil, the one nerdy, quiet kid and also an elephant, who doesn't really want to be on the adventure. He's the Arnold of the group, from Magic School Bus. Erin's like the rebel, comes from a good family, but I gotta rebel kind of girl. There's that. You have KB, who I never really thought about it, but I guess every human who has like those augments, not all of them, because obviously we see some different. Well, I guess there probably is in that too. In the Boba Fett one, the augments are pretty much for if you're disabled, if you have a disability, like you can use augments for it. Like she, in a sense, is the kid in the wheelchair. Like if you grew up in the 90s, you kind of, or grew up early 2000s, 90s, the kid. There was always that one kid in the wheelchair, which ain't gonna lie. Kind of always thought he was one of the coolest kids. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I was like, man, that's kind of cool. Like, wheelchair. And especially if they were in like a techie one. If they were like a techie, they'd like trick it out with like all these different gadgets and shit on it. It's so I was like, holy shit, that's so cool. But kid in a But she's kind of that. Like, she has, like, augments because of apparently an accident happened. And so she has these augments to keep her alive and walking and stuff. Like, they're, like, legit, like, augments. Like, at one point, they have to, like, replace a filament in her, like, servo thing, which it's encased inside of her skull. And, like, he has to, like, reach into her skull. Wim has to reach his skull and pull it out. And, like, okay. But then there's Wim. This curly-haired kid, which I'm like, God, you know what? I would have loved to see this kid on screen when I was freaking, anyways. But this curly-haired kid who dreams of wanting to go out there and save people, who wants to be a Jedi, and I'm like, oh my God, I love this kid. He's me. Like, he's me when I'm there. I'm like, hell yeah. And pretty much, like, they're living on this world called Atu, which like, you give bots, you give, mechs, or not mechs, droids. You give droids heads that look like security cameras. That's immediately gonna set red flags in my brain, just going, and pretty sure that's the point. Set red flags in my brain, like, this is a state. This is a place where things are being watched all the time. That's what this is. This is not a good place probably to be at. And, like, there's things like, oh, yes, now, kids, you must come and take your assessment, which will then determine your entire life from now to later. And it's like, what? And the thing is, like, it's really, like, the twist in this, I did not expect. Because, okay, so pretty much, Wim, when missing in his assessment, tried to take a shortcut, doesn't work. He's, again, obsessed with Jedis. He has, like, stories and all that stuff. And, like, everyone always tells him, like, oh, you gotta grow up. Like, his dad tells him that. Eventually, like, his pirate, not really mentor in this case, but kind of tells him that at one point. Someone else, and, like, your friends tell him at one point, he finds a hatch in the ground. He's like, I think this is a Jedi temple underground. He talks about how some Jedi temples will dig underground, which we've seen before in other Star Wars things. So like, him accidentally blabbing that, Aaron finds out, brings her friend KB, and he brings his friend Neil. They find the ship, they go into the ship, and to his credit, he did not press the big red button. He pressed the big green button. Pressed that, accidentally shot himself shot all four of them into space. And when they got shot into space, they found like a robot that's like a skeleton that they said looked like a skeleton, which, I don't know, it must have taken me a goddamn minute, and I'm like, oh, I know what this is. Like when the skeleton and I'm like, oh, this is Treasure Planet. They're gonna fly off on the ship. It's like, we know that the skeleton robot there it's Billy Bones, so he's gonna probably know the map or whatever that leads to, Treasure Island, Treasure Planet. But, okay, first off, this robot. His name, God, Disney, you gotta be better, because I want to give you so much praise for all this, for some shit like this. His tag name is SM-33. And if you don't know what that is, it's Smee. As in Captain Hook's Smee. And I'm like, holy shit, that's smart, you assholes. I'm like, oh my God, that's pretty good. They call him 33. I'm like, why? Call him Smee. Well, then again, you know what? Maybe not. Because then, like, it is someone who looked at him like, oh shit, that's a good reference. And then eventually, like, Smee wakes up and they tell him, they're like, we need to get back to Atu. And Smee says, I cannot say I know Atu. Which, he said that multiple times in one episode. And I'm like, oh shit. Spoilers for this. Go watch it through a third-party source. Don't give Disney the money. He says that, and I'm like, oh, the last captain told him not to say where it is. Because I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, God damn it. Like, that's such a, like, I was thinking, like, oh, because you always got to think sometimes when someone says something, especially if they say it multiple times, you have to think, like, okay, this is a clue to something. Like, you don't know what the clue is yet, but you got to analyze it. It says, oh, like, you have to listen specifically. Oh, you know, I can't, yeah. I can't say I remember where Atu is. Like, okay. But pretty much they accidentally go to, was it Boboga or some bullshit? It's Tortuga. It's Tortuga. Like, if there's multiple things this is, it's Treasure Planet / Treasure Island. It's the Goonies. It's, let's see. What is it? It's Pirates of the Caribbean. That's a big inspiration. Like, legit, like, the name of the ship is called, what is it? Onyx Cinders. Onyx Cinders. You know, two things that are black. And instead of having, so cinders would probably be the color, or just onyx itself, or onyx would be the color, and then, you know, if you think about it, okay, pearl is the, you know, the rich thing, the black pearl. In this case, it's onyx. The stone is the quote-unquote precious thing. Onyx, and then cinders, you know, so it's the black pearl. It's the goddamn black pearl as a spaceship. That's what it is. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. We don't find the name out later, though. But, so the kids get shot off, they go to their version of Tortuga. Man, what was it called? Red lights. Where are we? Space! Smee Droid, Blue Guy, Alien Friend, Girls the Rogue, Whims the Jedi, please. Go to Coruscant. Oh, yeah, they don't know about Coruscant. Borgo, aka Tortuga. Which, before all this, we do get like an opening cutscene. Very similar. We get an opening cutscene where, not very similar, but, kind of. We get an opening cutscene of a pirate captain leading his crew in. We even get like a little opening saying like, oh, pirates are not taking over the ice, are throughout the galaxy, you know, stealing money and stuff like that. And you see a pirate crew bust in to this ship, take everything down. They go to the ship's, cargo bay, and they're like, watch, we'll have money. The captain comes in, and he's like, this captain is the mix between Star-Lord and Jack Sparrow. To the point where, like, he kind of dresses like Star-Lord, and his helmet kind of looks like a full Star-Lord helmet. But then when they bust in through the door, and like how he talks and acts a little bit, I feel kind of has that Star-Lord-esque feel to it. Anyways, they bust open the door. There's only one credit in there. The wolf guy from the original movies, which I'm pretty sure they cut him out in the original movies. They brought him back. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, oh, I'm dead man for one measly credit. They tase him and they go to lock him up. And again, come back to the kids. They fly out. Smee is saying, like, I don't know where your home is. Ooh. I'm told I can't tell you where your home is, but you don't understand that. But, also, Erin, I believe that is the right name, is the captain now because she said she was, and she was like, okay, you're the captain now. And so, they go to Tortuga, where they flash, like, these gold credits that this kid got for lunch money, and he's like, and everyone's like, holy shit, this is gold. Like this is an Old Republic credit. Which, ain't gonna lie, when I first heard Old Republic, I thought they were talking about the Republic, the stuff in the prequels, the Galactic Republic, or whatever the fuck. That Republic. Only until later, when they said Old Republic, did it actually click into my brain like, oh shit, that's the old Republic, as in Revan Republic. If I'm correct, no, it has to be. It has to be, like, as in that Republic, that old Republic. And then I'm like, oh shit, this isn't them going to find Treasure Planet. Well, it is. They are from Treasure Planet, and I'm like, holy shit, that's such a cool idea. I'm like, oh my god, that is brilliant. That is ingenious. Like, holy shit, bravo to the writers. Screw you, Disney, but bravo to the writers. That was nuts. My hair's a mess. I didn't fix it. Leave me alone. But yeah, I'm like, holy shit, that's amazing. I'm like, that is genius. That is legit genius. But anyways, so they get thrown in the brig, because they get thrown in the brig. Shmi beats the shit out of a lot of pirates protecting the kids, but then he gets turned off. They get thrown in the brig, and there they see some key, like the man in robes, and he goes, he goes, I need your help to escape, whatever. And he's like, well, why did you escape? They're like, what are you? And then you see the keys float over and go to his hand, and I'm like, all right, and then he's like, and then Wim's like, oh, you're a Jedi, and I'm like, bullshit. Although I did go back and forth. I'm like, wait, is he a Jedi? Is he not a Jedi? Because I was expecting maybe he has a magnet or some tractor beam. They eventually or maybe even strings. It looked like the key came over on a string at one point because they're in the cell and they string key to pull the string thing to him. And I'm like, everything that he does, I could see him doing. Okay, he set that up, or he knew that bonk would happen. Because, I don't know, it's an old thing. He's just been there so long, he can hear it. But, no, we do find out he is Force sensitive. He is Force sensitive. We also do find out he is not a Jedi. Spoilers. He says it at the very end where, a Jedi during Order 66 actually found him and trained him a little bit before she got killed and the Empire made him watch. So bad, and you can kind of get it. He's like, the world is dark and cold and all this stuff. Anyways. And the name they find him by is Silvo, because Long John Silver is, that pirate, the main part of the whole Treasure Planet thing. And also, it took me a minute too, because eventually, also Sonic the Hedgehog's in this. That's not a joke. Jaleel White is in this, who is the original Sonic the Hedgehog voice. It's not even in America? No. He is the original voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. He is the voice in Sonic Adventures. He's the voice in, I believe, in Sat AM. He is the voice in, Sonic Adventures, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, not Sonic Adventure. So, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, he's the voice of Sonic in Sat AM. He is the voice of both Sonic, Manic, and Sonya, surprisingly. I did not know that, in Sonic Underground. He is the original Sonic voice actor. Before there was ever a Japanese voice actor, there was Jaleel White as Sonic the Hedgehog. And it's really funny because he then gets shot down by a blue creature. I sure as hell know that wasn't planned, but if it was, that's fucking hilarious. In any case, so they break Silva out. They get to their ship, the Onyx. Silva eventually has to go back, grab Smee, drag him back. One of his crew members, his old crew was like, "Oh, Captain Hedgehog of the brig! Oh, that's so great! I'm calling the cops." They escape, fly off. And pretty much they then have to try to find a way to get back to At-Atu. Which, how did they start this one? Oh, right. They go to his friend. I can't remember her name. I just keep calling her Owl Mom. And oh my god, if that is not the best Star Wars alien there is. Oh my god, hold on. I love her. She is the best Star Wars alien ever. I love her so much. She's this little, owl cat person, that floats around, that's, inside her little, library full of books and shit, because, owl with knowledge and shit. But, she's this little creature, and I want a plushie of her. She actually flies like a bird. That little... Those kids. Hold on. I love her. I love her. That little owl is amazing. I want a Jedi of that. Show me the Jedi of this species. This is the best Star Wars species ever. I love that. I love that so much. Like, holy shit. I love that. But yeah, so they go talk to her and pretty much like using... She's the one who breaks it down and say like, I have no idea where your planet is, but Atu is like a legend that is known to all pirates and everyone else that it is El Dorado. It's Treasure Planet. It's the place where there is just gold everywhere. It is the infinite treasure. And she and like spoilers, it turns out yeah, that's true because it's a mint. Though mind you, like I'm guessing like there must be mines under there or something because they're always making new credits, new Old Republic credits, which are made of gold, I guess, and they are stupidly rich. Like, well, not stupid rich. They are stupidly rich. They just don't know they're stupidly rich. Like they're using like these credits for lunch money kind of thing. But like if I remember, let me see. One I remember, I wrote it down. They have 1,139 vaults filled with just like these tiny little gold credits, and it's like stacked. And they're not even just like a little vault like this room. They're massive vaults, and I guess they just constantly make gold. Which I guess technically, like it's a mint. It's a bank. Which also here's the weirder shit. Like okay, wait, no, okay. So hold on, we'll get to that. So, anyways, they attack. Whatever. So Silvo or Jack. I'm just going with Jack because that's one of his names. They get the message from. They get the coordinates from Little Owl Lady who called in the cops to stop them. They have the kids shoot at the police. All right, it's kind of funny. And they escape. They follow the coordinates. Turns out it's not to the right place. They used like a badge that Erin, I think her name was that, had on her bag to coordinate. The Little Owl Lady figured out to coordinate where the planet is. They go to it. Turns out it's the wrong planet. But it's one of the quote-unquote jewels of the Old Republic where it's a mint. It's a bank. It is not even a bank because I think we're not that kind of mint. A mint where they are making stuff. And I assume maybe whatever, they must have a gold generator inside of it, which honestly isn't fake. Like they have made, like this isn't like this isn't because there are people who will say like, oh yes, the government controls the weather. Although, mind you, that is actually kind of happening. They're learning how to seed clouds in the sky using like salt, if I remember correctly. Like using the salt in the sky to attract moisturizing, that creates clouds, and then creates rain. It's actually science, but like I don't think they have control of it yet. I don't imagine. But there is a machine that they can create gold. That is an actual thing. The only problem is it takes more energy and basically takes more money to put the energy into making the gold than the gold that is able to be made. I assume in Star Wars land, they figure that shit out again, I guess. But, so, that's the money on the table. That these people are all working for. They're analysts and all that stuff, and that's all they were. They're just like, they're accountants. It's Invincible Fight Girl. God. Even down to the curly-haired brown child who wants to escape. Okay, alright, let's keep going. So, they go there, they find out that they found one of these other jewels of the Old Republic. They go there, they find it's at war with each other. They're living like in a post-apocalyptic version of their home. The little blue kid finds a girlfriend, and who at one point when he's leaving them does like an unnecessary flip. It's kind of great. Smee kind of brings up like, ah, yes, like, oh, I know this planet. I've been here before with the captain. And also, here's the thing too, like, was it? I think it's like Captain Reno or something like that. And at one point, Silver does say by the ghost of Reno, which I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then like later on, it turns out Reno is pretty much their like, man, what is it called? Not Jolly Roger. I think that's that's One Piece. Technically. Well, that's Gold Roger. But anyways, like that legendary captain that found the massive hidden, MacGuffin. So they go here. The people that are about to use them for like soldier for cannon fodder, pretty much. Until Silver eventually comes in with like the, I don't know, space mules that these other people stole that he bought using credits. And also, Silver, I like when Silver's trying to make Smee remember, like, at Ada and whatever, but when they walk down the gameplay, and Silver and Smee goes, oh yes, I remember dodging soldiers just like this, but it's all covered in mist, and he's like, no, there's no soldiers, and the mist just disappears, and you see all the soldiers with guns, and he just gets on his knees and goes, alright, just shoot me. And I'm like, alright, I like this guy. But they go there, eventually they are able to go to like the ancient archives, the sunken archives, it goes up. Where they find the coordinates of every other one of the jewels of the Old Republic, except for one, which was for Atu, which Shmi says, oh yeah, I destroyed that. He's like, why? He's like, I'm told I can't. I was told I can't speak. I can't say I remember Atu. And then like they're like, oh, the captain told him not to do that. Yeah, I'm the new captain now. You can do it. And he goes, oh, okay. Yeah, no, the old captain told me that I can talk about it, and if anyone asked me about it, I'd have to kill them. What? Then it's a close-up oh shit. Then it's a close-up camera of him going, I'm going to rip your arms off. I'm going to rip your arms off. It's like, oh shit. Like, I'm like, okay, alright. Calm down. But yeah, so then he's like, I'm going to rip your arms off. And I was like, oh shit, okay. Eventually they turn him off. They turn him back on after tying him up. He's like, look, he's like, oh, don't worry about it. That was the old captain. He's like, you're the new captain now, Aaron. He's like, yeah, I am. Okay. So can you help? I'm like, yeah, sure. Rips out. He goes, but to do that. And like, they had him remember, he's like, oh, we have to go to the captain's, secret lair and Bone Beach, whatever. And they go to it, and it's now a resort. Which, again, props. Because I don't know how many people are going to get this, and if this is just a coincidence, which I don't think it is, but if it's just a coincidence, that's very surprising, because there's actual pirate history in this show, which is very amazing. Because, okay, obviously the names are changed, because, Star Wars. You're not going to have a place like, what is it called? Oh yeah, when Almam and Silver were there, like Silver took out the gun, and Almam goes, "You wouldn't shoot me in front of the children, would you?" And Silver just goes, and I was like, all right, I think he just nods him. like he's like, yeah, "I will shoot you in front of children." I'm like, oh shit. I love that. Like, holy shit, do I love that. Alright, the hell is this? Sorry, I just... Oh... Is that the comic? Anyways. Oh, I'll get that later. But, so anyways. So... God. Alright. So let me see here. Old Republic, Revan's Time, Owl Mom, Space France is that other planet. Just forget them. Okay, yeah, right. Man, did I not take any? At some of these, I didn't even take any notes. Okay, whatever the planet was called, pretty much. Okay, there was an actual pirate. Let's call it a nation or government, I guess. There was an actual one of those. It was on the island of Nassau. Nassau was a pirate city, pretty much. Pirates would come there, trade, make money, whatever. I think it was like literally like a place where you wouldn't like attack other pirates. It is pretty much what you would kind of expect, I guess, Tortuga to be in the pirate movie, even though Tortuga was not that in anything in real life. I believe in real life it was not the pirate haven. That was Nassau. Nassau was that. But there was actually like a government of pirates. If anything, that was the first like quote unquote democratic government in the Americas was pirates. If you played Black Flag, you know Nassau is like the quote unquote hub city. If you've seen the show Black Sails, which is another Treasure Island story, though that one's like how Treasure Island happened. Like that's that city for them. That's what Nassau is, and now it's a resort. Like the entire island is a giant, massive resort in the Caribbean. Which I'm like, man, that kind of sucks. Like, I remember when I heard about Nassau, I'm like, oh man, I wonder how Nassau is now. And then I checked, and like, oh, it's just a giant resort. A very expensive one too. Like, holy shit. But yeah, so it's a giant resort now. It's, oh man, then that's what happens here. The old captain's ship or home base where the coordinates for Atu is, it's gone. Not gone. It's there. But they have to now get through all this. They have to get through, like, being, trying to figure out what they're gonna do, because now there's a resort there that's supposed to be neutral ground. They go there. This guy gets immediately spotted by another bounty hunter. Goes, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you, even though you left me in a pit full of leeches and all this stuff. And he's like, oh, good. Gives the lady like a shit ton of money, like, get me out of here. Like, the lady behind the desk, like, we need a room now. Yes. And then pretty much he does get kind of mad, and I'm kind of with him on that. I'm like, yeah, I'd be mad too. Like, kids, stop trying to have fun. We need to get the fuck out of here now. And they pretty much have to scour the place for like the booby traps or for the base. And like there's some parts where like they eventually like they meet this one guy. Man, I can't remember what it is. This giant octopus guy in like the bathhouse underneath, and they telling him stories and stuff like that. He's like a grandpa kind of thing. He's like, oh, I love telling you stories. And like, oh yeah, he's gonna also help us. And he smashes like this one stone barrier, and like that leads to the pirates like lair where all the traps are, which is really funny because at one point they step on the trap, like Silver and Smee have to duck while the kids, it just covers over their head like, oh my god, if you guys were just a few inches taller, you all would be dead. They and like, okay, no, so they keep escaping while this is all going on. The pirates land because they got tipped off by that one lady. Sonic the Hedgehog shoots someone in the chest who then gets sent into spikes in the ceiling from an anti-gravity thing. I'm like, oh shit. But pretty much the crew, our heroes go find this one spot where it looks like it's full of water, and my dumbass probably would have jumped in, which, God, I probably would be dead. I would have been dead, because it's actually acid, and they're like, oh, we need to give up the one thing most precious to the world, and like, oh, is it someone's life? Does someone have to jump in? And like, no, No, the guy's a pirate. What do you think he cared about? Treasure. And so they dump a coin in. Bubbling happens. Acid disappears. They go inside. They find a shit ton of like gold and stuff like that. Wim finds a lightsaber and it's like, oh my god, it's a lightsaber. And I'm like, oh my god, please tell me Wim's gonna be force sensitive. Because even like Silver kind of tells him like, oh, you could probably do some. I don't remember if he did tell him like you could do well out here was but he probably just trying to have Wim, let's say like just go be a pirate, just go out there and have adventure if that's what you want to do. But they go in there and they're like, all right, we have to find a data port to wherever the captain would have his shit. They look around like, oh, look at this ham. This ham isn't, like, everything else is rotten, but except this ham. They touch the ham, data port comes up, Smee accesses it, gains the data points, and pretty much, they have the last log of the captain telling like, yes, that's where we're going. And like, he's like, oh, okay. And then, because there's been holding a pirate code and like, if you want to be captain, you have to, death by combat of whoever the current captain is. And he pretty much challenges Aaron, who's a 13-year-old child, this grown man, and he tells him like, hey, like, challenge by combat, and he makes her pretty much say like, just give up, and she gives up. Like, okay, fine. He's the captain now. Throws them in the brig. They do get to escape. They escape. There's a bit of a breakup kind of thing. Like KB is worried that because there's water around it, like she started rusting. She talks to them like if I'm not at full power, functioning and stuff like that, Aaron will leave me and then I'll have no friends. And then William's like, we'll be a friend. Like, why not? And he's like, really? It's like, yeah, these kids are cool. I know now. Why the hell not? This is gonna be a long ass video, but and pretty much then that's when Wim has to get like the coil, put it in her brain, like mix it with some. It's really smart how they did that too. Anyways, there's that happening. They have to get their shit back. The pirates run off when the X-Wing happens, but they grab Smee and Silver because they're going to put Silver on trial. Silver convinces his pirates, we can go to Adatu. That's where we're going to go. That's where we're going to make money. And Smee is following them. Very much like a reluctant genie kind of thing. The Silva's pirate captain, second in command, which then became captain. He's like, oh, tell it, you better, this better be right, Silver. I'm gonna throw you out of the airlock and all this shit, because that's their version of walking the plank. So they actually do get Atu. They try to what is it? They try to get in. They send one guy in. He goes in and blows up. He's like, I feel like you should send someone else. And they just like grab Silver's like, you're going in the airlock. He's like, no, wait, hold on. And then they see the kids when they got on the ship. They actually fly it back. Like the ship's the key. So it's because when the ship, at one point the kids have to fly out and like pretty much leave back the armor for the ship. And it's a very nice looking ship. Like the Onyx is beautiful. The Onyx Cinders is a beautiful ship. And by God, every time that ship was put in danger, I'm like, no, I get flashbacks to the Razor Crest. Like, no! But they say like, the Onyx is the key. They grab the ship with a tractor beam, pull it in. They grab the kids. This guy kills his his second in command. He's like, I'm the captain again. Gets on the ship. Smee goes, well, you see, Captain, you're the captain of the frigate, and in pirate code, you can only be captain of one ship. So either you're the captain of the frigate or you're the captain of the Onyx. And right now you're the captain of the frigate. Therefore, there is no captain of this ship. And Wim tries to like, no, and like, he gets his mouth, Wim gets his mouth covered by Silver. He's like, no, I'm the captain. I'm the captain. And he's like, okay, you're the captain. He's like, yes, I am. And then Aaron goes, I take no takesy backs, unclaimsies. Unclaimsies, and I claim this for only kids. Smee, kick them off our ship. And Silver's like, that's not how this works. And then Smee just, I'm sorry, Silver says, that's not how this works. And Smee just punches the shit out of him. It just goes, close enough. Let's go. It's just like beating the shit out of all the pirates, throws them out. Silver eventually does jump back on the ship, but they fly in. And, it's, the pirates kind of try to chase, but they all get destroyed. They go in, and Silver's in there. He comes out as an emissary, pulls out the lightsaber that Wim at one point was going to activate to try to, like, scare him off, but actually upside down, and it kind of projected out of his hands, like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, man, so you couldn't tell which side was a freaking open hole? But so he goes in there, and pretty much he's saying, like, oh yeah, I'm an emissary for the Republic, and I must, and he sees all the gold, like, holy shit, and he sends the kids back home with the robots to watch them, and, like, he's trying to figure out, like, he has, like, oh, I gotta go talk to the supervisor, because the supervisor who runs this entire place is who I need to talk to get my main ship in so I can then get the gold in. And I really like this part too, and it's sad that the supervisor just dies immediately because he's a droid, which I'm like, yeah, no shit. Thousands of years, yeah, of course the supervisor's gonna be a goddamn droid. They go to the supervisor, the droid's there, and he's like, yes, I am Jod Bik Han Ching Kong. I don't know what the hell his name was. It's some Jedi bullshit name. I don't think we ever learned his actual name. He goes in there and he's like, hey, I'm a Jedi of the Republic, and you guys gotta listen to me, because I'm the emissary. And then the robot just drops the bomb of, oh, really? Because the last transmission we got from the Republic was that all Jedi were traitors. So, which one are you lying about? Being an emissary or being a Jedi? And I'm just like, wait, hold on, they got Order 66? What the hell? Wait a minute, that makes sense now. Palpatine was using this to build the frickin' Death Star. That's where he got any money and funds from. So Palpatine knew. Oh, that makes sense. Oh. Okay. Because I'm like, wait a minute. Because it seemed like this place was cut off from everything for thousands of years since the old Republic era. But that would make sense that this is how Palpatine paid for everything. This is how Palpatine was able to, like, build the Death Star, probably with, like, money and stuff like that, when, like, they probably didn't have it in the banks for, like, the Republic, stuff like that. But, yeah, so it's like, oh, shit. But anyways, yeah, so they didn't have a backup system. This guy just stabs the brain of the supervisor, dies. All the robots go out. They call in the mom of Aaron, tells us, like, okay, this is how you get in, because I don't want you destroying the thing protecting us. And you're like, oh, yeah, sure, whatever. Ship comes in, starts attacking, man. I don't know, the pirates are stupid in this. Like, really, really stupid. Because I'm just like, why are you, like, they're letting you in as emissaries. They're letting you in as emissaries and allowing you to take as much gold as you want. And they're going to keep making gold, and their life will not change in the slightest. Why are you going to come in, start blowing shit up, and just tell them, you're working for us now? It's like, what is your problem? Like, you are an idiot. You are idiots. Why are you doing this? Literally, you could have the codes put on your frigate. You could just bring this in. Hell, if anything, this is a big-ass planet. You could have, let's assume the entire planet isn't colonized. Let's assume, like, there's some wild bits, because there is wild parts of there's just a ship has been there for however many years, for thousands of years, and it's been, like, just sitting there under dirt, but it's been sitting there. Like, I feel like you guys could have came in, parked your ship up, and be like, oh, this is a, depot for us now. We're doing this now for the Republic. And you could have parked that shit there, and you could have just had like, okay, every so often, okay, I'm going to come, we'll grab, half a vault. If that's even how much you want to grab. You don't want to, put too much money in it anymore. You grab however much money, come back, fly out, come back, whatever. Like, one gold piece apparently was like stupid much for them. One old Republic. So then all the other ones, I'm like, you could just make more. Like, and like their lives wouldn't be that different. It's like, oh, I guess I never served the Republic's living here now. Okay, well, whatever. And like you could be fine. And it's just like infinite money. You have the infinite money glitch. You have the infinite money glitch. And no Republic, the New Republic can't get in. The Empire, no one else can get into this place. It is a place where you could stay, make a shit ton of money, go out, do whatever, do your pirating bullshit if you want, or do all your dreams and whatever, and then come back to this place if you wanted to. Why did you? Whatever. These pirates are stupid as shit. So, yeah. So, anyways, stupid pirates. Sorry, I'm ADD. I don't freaking know. So yeah, stupid pirates. They blow shit up. The kids fight back. Eventually, like, the dad, like, comes in, helps them out, does speeder bike tactics, zooming around, stuff like that. Blue kid gets on a guy cannon, shoots Sonic down. KB, like, has to fix the ship and get up to the sky to alert the New Republic. And then, Aaron and Wim are fighting. Like, Wim gets a lightsaber. The mom and the dad eventually grab the handle that will destroy the barrier destroy the barrier. The barrier is destroyed. X-Wings come in. Start shooting away the pirates. Everyone escapes except for Silver. Silver looks, or not pirates don't escape, but like women, all them escape. Silver looks at him and he smiles. He's like, "I got an idea for season 2." The kids escape, and then they run to where the ship that KB came in crash lands. They go there. They find KB's alive, along with Smee, who she kind of reattached the head. And like, oh my god, we're alive. And then like, oh, I guess you don't need to take that assessment test anymore. And Wim looks up in the sky, and he sees what he wants to do as a future job. He wants to be a police officer. God damn it. But I know it wouldn't fit his character, but come on, pirate, man! Like, I guess, yeah, he's not really painted a great light in this one. And he has both parents, or at least one parent, so, like, I guess, but yeah, I'm like, or maybe you could have made him show him be a little Force sensitive. I was hoping he was going to grab the lever with, like, the Force and pull it down. But, yeah, he wants to be an X-Wing pilot, he wants to be a cop, it's like, god damn it! But yeah, so there's that. I'm like, god. But yeah, so then that's his future thing, and that's where he wants to do in the future, and then that's where it ends. And we get a whole little montage of all the pictures of Jedi and all this shit, and then ends on this thing. So yeah, and also I forgot to mention KB called Owl Mom, and Owl Mom is the one that called the cops. Just FYI. And also now I guess this Old Republic world is now going to be taken under the New Republic's jurisdiction, and they're going to do the exact same shit that the pirates would have done. Just, use the money. Also probably really screw up the economy if you think about it. Like how the hell are they going to... Like that, like there's infinite gold coming out of this place. Like, I feel like credits are going to just tank immediately. Like, there's... Like, holy shit, like, money's just gonna... inflation's gonna be nuts. Anyways. Yeah, but... That is... Skeleton Crew. And I'll say again, I liked it a lot. This is a really good one. Highly recommend watching it through a third party. That way Disney doesn't get a cent. But... It is pretty freaking cool. Let me see. Also, I thought, there's, they said, where should we go? I'm like, shouldn't you just try to go to Coruscant? Do you not know what Coruscant is? Which I guess not. because yeah, all right, because they've been literally in a sheltered bubble. Also, like it's very much like 80s, like suburbia and down there too. It was kind of neat. Thanks Jedi, but yeah, legit. Wim is a badass. I liked Wim. Wim was probably my favorite. Wim was cool. Wim and Smee. Smee is my number one new favorite droid. Like, by far none. That is like my favorite droid. He's an old pirate that has like a little animal stuck in his head. He's an old pirate bot. That is cool. That is freaking badass. And he protected the kids. And he has like these extendo hands. He is a badass. And I legit just want to get the Black Series figure for him just so I can actually open it. I don't really open the Black Series one. I kind of want to do it for him. He is cool. I liked him. He was a badass. Let me see. What was the other one? Shmi. Shmi is cool. Oh, and the little owl lady. Owl, the owl species. I love that species. I don't know what the species is called. I love her. She is awesome. I want a plushie of her. I want to see the Jedi. I want to see a Jedi of her. I want to see a little dragon like having their talon claws slicing as the little owl flips around and shit. I want to see that. I want to see that. Give me that. Give me that. I want to see that. Anyways, this is cool. I like this a lot. Tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm kind of keen to owls. But thanks for watching. Please check out my other videos. Hopefully you enjoy this. This was legit really, really good. And if you're going to call me a Disney shill, again, I hate Disney right now. F off. Because someone said that when I was like the acolyte, like, oh, you're getting paid because you're a Disney show. Like, shut up, the show's good. This is amazing. Like, holy hell, this shit's amazing. Like, oh my god, I want more of it. I want more of this. I want this, like, oh god, making them be from Treasure Planet. And they even straight say, oh, where's your Treasure Planet? It's like, oh my god, you're not even being subtle with this. Anyways, but yeah, this is great. I recommend if you can, in a way that Disney cannot get money from. But thanks for watching. Check out my videos. Hope you enjoy this, and we will see you later. See, like, I have pirate figures, and I'm like, I could probably find my Jack Sparrow one, but that would take a minute. I can do this. Whatever. Pirate! I be wrecking the Brawly Waraja. I be planking. I be planking. Planking.